Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Conversation, and this is your host Chef. So in this video today, we'll go through some news and updates. Specifically, most of these news are from India, and also there are a couple of conferences which are planned in India, which I want to talk about. So probably you can go ahead and attend these events if these are happening in your particular city. Right, so we're going to start with this news here, which says Bitcoins cannot be ignored and blockchain needs to be encouraged. And this is none other than by the chairman of SEBI. Now, once again, before we begin, just a disclaimer that everything that we cover on this channel is just my personal opinion and not a financial advice. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. We cover cryptocurrencies, blockchain, news developments, ICOs on this channel. So definitely something that you would be interested in. And do share this channel with your friends who take interest into blockchain technology and other stuff. Having said that, let's get started. So one of the news that I want to cover here is that says Bitcoins cannot be ignored. Blockchain needs to be encouraged. And this is none other than the SEBI chairman itself. Now, we did hear last year that the SEBI and RBI were setting up a committee to understand Bitcoin and blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies. And they were coming up with some guidelines or some news. However, there have not been any guidelines so far. But so this is interesting. This article is interesting because it says that it says that taking a dramatically different stance from RBI and finance minister, SEBI chairman says that bitcoins and cryptocurrencies in general cannot be ignored. Now, this is an article by Sukanya Mukherjee. This was published on 21st of December. Something that you would definitely, I'm sure you would like to read in case you have not. Since it's an old article, maybe you have already read it, but this again is found interesting, so I'm sharing this with you. So it says that observing that virtual currencies have not posed any systematic risk to the economy, he stated that the government panel is currently looking into much debated topic of cryptocurrency regulations. During a recent financial market summit organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry, CII. Now, talking about this, there's another summit which is going to happen, which is by FICCI, which is Federation of India Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Again, that is something that I'll share with you in case you would like to attend. Please go ahead and attend that. It says that on the issue of bitcoins, the government is looking into it in consultation with RBI and SEBI. The panel, also consisting of finance and information technology ministry, is looking into what to do about it. It also says that according to the chairman of the market regulator, however, the blockchains should not be lumped with cryptocurrencies, which tends to be unstable, with some even terming its increasing popularity. Now, this is so true. Blockchain is not just about cryptocurrencies now. Cryptocurrencies are just the first application of the blockchain technology. But however, there is so much that can be achieved on blockchain technology. But cryptocurrencies being the first application, being the first and the most prominent application of the blockchain technology, it cannot be ignored at the same time. So that's also very important. It says that the blockchain, on the other hand, is a useful technology and that should be encouraged by the government. He said that. So this is very interesting for sure, right? And the development follows the RBI's recent warning about the cryptocurrencies in India. There have been about 3 to 4 warnings from the RBI talking about the risk involved with the cryptocurrencies. And despite all that, the other news that says here, which is on the same topic, and that kind of I want to share with you, that says that despite multiple governments warning Indians flock to crypto exchanges. Now, this is something very evident because we did see that how the cryptocurrency exchanges in India had stopped the KYC procedure. As we all know that in order to buy any cryptocurrencies from the exchanges, the people need to be verified in terms of their bank account and things like that. And what we found out that all the cryptocurrency exchanges are having a huge volume, and they are not able to actually take the new registrations on that. So it clearly goes to show that despite the warnings, there have been immense amount of people who still want to get started with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin space. I think that's not the case just with India. That's the case with all across the globe. What I believe is that cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies are truly revolutionary and world-changing, and truly are global technologies. And And it's not just with India. I think every human being on this planet Earth want to be a part, or want to participate, or want to contribute to this world changing technologies, like kind of Ethereum, kind of Cardano, kind of Tron, or maybe other projects as well. So these projects are truly global in nature, and which promises to change a lot of things in future. And these are truly borderless, and every human being on this planet Earth want to be a part of this global change. And that's not just with India, I guess. And that is similar thing which is happening in India. Of course, the amount of registrations that these guys had, the exchanges had, was just phenomenal, and they had to stop the new registrations. So clearly it goes to show that these risk with investments have not having much of an impact. Obviously, I think this comes because of its global nature, because of its global adoption as well, because we already heard about NASDAQ, we already heard about CME, CBOE group trading Bitcoin futures. So these global news kind of are kind of an inspiration, or maybe kind of an acknowledgement for everyone across globe that there is something really big coming up in the near future, and so everybody wants to be a part of this future. So that's what it is. In the sense, it says that the cryptocurrency craze has increased so much that there is a long waiting for registration at cryptocurrency exchanges in India. Now, this is so true, and this also goes to show, because if you look at the price of the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in India, they're actually selling at a premium price compared to the global price, and that is also due to the high demand in India, right, for that matter. So it says the data from the leading Indian cryptocurrency exchanges like Litecoin reveals that only 1,000 people had registered to trade on December 2016. Now this is an interesting number here. So 1,000 people in the month of December 2016. However, the same number grew to 10,000 in the last month. So look at the difference, about 9,000 people more in the last month. And this is just about one exchange, by the way. And there are other exchanges also. So if you talk about the other exchange like CoinSecure, also reported on overwhelming volume of registrants. The exchange has stopped a notice on its website saying we have a huge backlog on KYC, so please expect a delay of over 10 days before we contact you. The publication noted that the company has also stopped the option to make payment without verification. I mean, this was something that I think none of the exchanges are doing. All the exchanges are doing a verification first before actually they can onboard any new users. And on average, around 4,000 applications are coming each day for registrations. And maybe this is just for one exchange. There are 4,000 applications for just one exchange. I'm sure there are other exchanges also in India which are running, and they're also receiving the same number of applications every day, and because of which they're not able to serve. So definitely the demand for the need, the demand, and the wish to be involved into this revolutionary change in India is huge, similar to the other countries. And I think there is a great need of more exchanges in India which can cater to this need. At the same time, the regulations also need to take this positively. So this is an interesting once again. So Indians confused over crypto taxation. Exchanges ask government to clarify. This is on news.bitcoin.com, and this is interesting because it says that the Indian government has been cracking down cryptocurrency exchange related tax evasion, while the tax authority has notified crypto exchanges and wealthy traders that they must pay taxes. No clear guidelines have been provided. Indians are confused about how cryptocurrencies are taxed, and 7 Bitcoin exchanges are asking regulators for clarification. So this is again interesting when it says the Indian. So I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I'm just going to read a couple of lines here. It says the Indian. Let's read about this one. So the Times of India, the India Times reported on Friday that the country's top 7 Bitcoin exchanges, including ZPay, Unocoin, CoinSecure, BTCX India, are planning to ask the AAR for clarification. At least one Bitcoin exchange has already filed an application with the Maharashtra. The publication quoted, the tax department is currently researching the concept. So they are still researching, they're still trying to figure out what can be done. Since Bitcoin is a very complex subject, it is a very complex subject, there is no doubt about this. And so this is mainly because the tax authorities must give a clarity on whether Bitcoin exchanges are selling goods. This is about the Bitcoin exchanges, guys. not this talks about the exchanges, that whether they are selling goods or they are selling services or mere trading platforms that earns margin. So this is definitely, there is an ambiguity in terms of taxation even with the exchanges, and I think also with the individuals who are involved here. And at the same time, the tax is the people are getting notices as well, so something to think about. Now, this is something that I was reading on Twitter. I thought I'll share with you. There are some positive news also around cryptocurrencies. There are a few people who also want to are taking this positively. As you can see here, this tweet, one of the minister, I guess, he's saying that when Bitcoin like cryptocurrencies are spreading deep and wide, hence India should quickly have a simple regulation and allow Bitcoin like currency. Otherwise, I predict we will be forced to regulate. So there are some positive moves as well, which is good to see, which talks about embracing the technology, embracing this wonderful phenomena, the global phenomena rather, which all the other countries are doing something or the other about. So this is let's talk about, talking about the tweet. This is another tweet that I came across, is by FICCI, which is Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Seems they are having a conference on blockchain, right? So it says blockchain and fintech, a debate and a promise. FICCI blog. You can read more about this, but this is happening in Mumbai. This is happening in the month of January. As you can see, there are some prominent people who are attending this conference. One minister is attending the conference here. This is by Digital Transformation through Blockchain. This is MTech, Maharashtra Technology Summit. So in case if you are around, if you would like to attend, these are some of the speakers. You can find the program. So as you can see, some eminent invited speakers are these. Some names, some prominent names here. Definitely, I'm sure you will be excited to attend in case you would like to. But I thought I'll share with you some of the people that are already met here. You know, like I've met him at a blockchain week. I've met him at a blockchain week. I have met him from Excel Partners at blockchain week. So definitely some of the people from industry, some of the people from ministries who are speakers at this blockchain summit. Definitely something to look in for. In case you want to register, I think you can click on the registration. There is a form that you need to fill in. There are some charges as well, you know, just in case you would like to attend. I'll leave this link in the description below. Go ahead and check that out. And so this is the one which is happening on in the month of January itself. And there's another one. This one is Mumbai. There's another one which is planned in Pune. So this is in Pune, happening in Pune in India. This is on February 3rd, 2018. So again, some of the prominent speakers over here as well. As you can see here, right? This is Ruti from White House Traders. This is yeah, so he's from, okay, you have Aman Kalra from Point Secure. That's amazing. So you have some great personalities here again. Oxys Group, you have, okay, good. So this is happening in Pune. So I'll leave the link in the description below. Once again, this is in the 45 days from now on. And the last one, this is recently, this is happening on 11th, right? This is available on association.org. If you click on events here, click on forthcoming events, and you will see this one. Second Global P2P Digital Asset System, Future Road Ahead, as you can see here. So this is happening on 11th of January. This is happening in New Delhi. So in case you want to attend. So there are a couple of conferences, blockchain cryptocurrency conferences, which are happening in India. I'm very happy to see that, because there are many conferences, blockchain conferences, that are happening across the globe in other countries, like in US, in Vegas, in Hong Kong, in UK. And I get to see that there are few conferences happening in India also. So it's very, very positive for sure. So overall, I think it's all great move, and something really to be excited about. People are looking into it. People are organizing conferences, and there is enough excitement to be in the space right now. So that's all I have for you right now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Do share your opinion about all these news. I will definitely leave the link of these news in the description below. Go ahead and check them out. Anyone that you found interesting, in case you're looking to attend one of these events, please register yourself, attend them. And it's always good to go to these conferences and learn more from more people as to where is this space heading in total. Right? If you cannot attend anything abroad, it's good to attend something which is happening in your place. So that's it I have for you right now, guys. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead, hit the subscribe. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like this. If you like the content, hit the like button so that this can reach out to more people. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Take care.